Uh, so where were we? Oh yes, the trash out. So anyway, I met this guy Kevin, and he basically told me that I had no business structure, that I had mm, no business even starting a company. I mean, yeah, and that's true. I don't. I mean, I know enough about the industry, but I don't have that business structure that I need. So I am going through a complete overhaul of my life. Um, kind of go back and kind of tell you how things have been. So I'm living with my uh, ex business partner slash landlord slash life coach counselor. Um, and I guess my point is that in this overhaul of my business and my life, I'm realizing that I'm doing a lot of things wrong by people, and I need to start fixing that and apologizing. Um, One of them being my former business partner. He feels that I take on things and I keep it to myself and I don't share information, um, and I'm not a team player. He feels that, you know, um, that the past couple of projects that I've been working on with him, he really hasn't been compensated fairly, and I can understand his point. He feels that he put a lot of work into it, even though it may have not been physical work. It was a lot of mental and logistical work. Um, and he kind of saved me out of a couple of things with with that 309 job over in Cleveland. He did the cement work. We weren't able to find a contractor in time to do the driveway, but he did the front steps. Uh, anyway, uh, so I spoke with Kevin. What was this? Friday. I'm in the process of overhauling my life and being screamed at, making making me feel like a little gnat. He kind of broke everything down so that I could realize that I need to change. So I went and I apologized to my business partner slash therapist slash life coach slash landlord and kind of made amends. Um, we are on better terms now, but it's still kind of shaky. Um, I think, I need to kind of avoid him, however, because he doesn't necessarily have the ability to help either. He's dealing with his own stuff. And, yeah, so he doesn't really have the business structure that I need. He's an okay. He's a therapist. He's a life skills coach. He's not a counselor or anything. He's a life skills coach. He teaches people how to keep their lives on track. Well, attempts to, but it's not as effective as how Kevin is. Kevin's more direct. Jonathan is more beat around the bush. Nice. You should do this. I think you should do this. Kevin's like, do this or I will kill you and chop you up into the little pieces and stick you in the basement of one of your houses that you clean out. Anyway, so I, in the process of communicating with Kevin, I realized that the situation that I'm in over at Jonathan's place isn't conducive to me changing at all. It's in the east side of Cleveland. It's right next to the Juvenile Justice Center. I can see the Juvenile Justice Center from the front porch. And the environment isn't conducive for me to change. It just causes me to relive the same stuff over and over and over again. It doesn't let me get back into what I'm used to, which is a very plush, I wouldn't say plush lifestyle, but I ain't living in I'm not from my background back in Hawaii, I wasn't living in no small ass room. I was living in a, 5,000, 6,000 square foot house with my own pad, basically. I had a whole separate quarters to myself. It was, my own toilet, small little office space, almost like a mini apartment, if you would, but it was still attached to the house, which is kind of cool. It was, a nice area. It was, $1 million home. That's kind of what I was accustomed to living in before I came out here. And, I don't know, things just spiraled downhill, so to speak, and I need to get back into that mode of living like I'm accustomed to. There's nothing wrong with living a nice lifestyle and stuff like that, but just don't become a chauvinistic pig and don't, always remember what you came from. This whole process of this whole trash out, and I've gotten more than just a business partner from Kevin. I've gotten someone to make me look at my entire life and rechange things. I'm starting to learn that the little things count, like talking slower, talking quieter, being more respectful, things like holding the door open, not trying to rush through the door, not pounding your feet on stairs. What else? I mean, I could go on and on and on, but it's 7:19 and I'm not used to being up this early. So, I think what I need to do is I need to look at getting more organization into what I'm doing and thinking things out before doing them, not just jumping head first into something, because that's where you get into trouble. That's realistically where I've gotten screwed and lost a lot of money, is I jump head first into something and throw what little capital I have at it, and it still doesn't get done it gets done, but not as quickly and not as cost effectively as if I thought things through. So, I think what I'm going to do today is I am going to try not to piss Kevin off all day today. Let's see how that works. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he'll give me a cookie. I don't know. I like white macadamia and nut chocolate chips, by the way, Kevin, from Subway. Fresh, though. They gotta be freshly baked. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try not to piss off Kevin and kind of show him that I'm changing. I am going to get a freaking haircut somehow. I don't know. Maybe I'll just shave my head. And